I told you not to sell.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. I have an unfortunate video to make with regards to KULR stocks sitting at 1.17. We look at the other AI stocks. You know, they've been pumping green. This is the weekly chart. Let me go to the daily. What am I doing? You know, BBBI had a big pump here. It's trending to the upside. You look at AI stocks and they're moving higher. This one wants to go higher, you know, above the purple line. I bought the dip here at the purple line. I didn't alert it because this is for the small account challenge that I'm doing. So if you're in the Discord and you're like, wait, you didn't alert? Yeah, I bought like down here close to that purple line because I knew it was going to act as support, right? We know it acts as support and also resistance. Either way, AI stocks are the play right now. And KULR stock, well, it's red. Buyers aren't showing up. And quantum stocks are green. Buyers are not showing up. And I believe that some of you, for sure, you're making the mistake that I made back when I was a little more green, which is you're so focused on just one stock. You're so tunnel visioned on one stock that you forget that there's other opportunities out there. And sometimes you just got to know when to walk away from one and focus on something else while you wait for the opportunities on KULR, if any. Because for the time being, buyers are just not showing up here. They're showing up for other stocks, but they're nowhere to be found for KULR stock. And I mean, it's an AI stock as well at this point. AIMD, I call this one at the bottom. Look, like right at the bottom. I'm like, hey guys, it's at the bottom. It's a buy, right? That's what we do. We buy bottoms. It was very obvious and clear, and it pumped huge, and people are making money in the Discord because they're in the Discord and they're like, oh yeah, that is a very good play, AI stock, and it pumped. So I don't understand what's happening here. It should at this point come down to it looks like it just wants to slowly bleed back to $1, and then we'll see there if we get any kind of reaction. That's really the most important thing. Do we get a reaction from buyers? Are people really just waiting for $1 on the dot? And do we get a reaction there? And are we going to pump from there, or are we just going to drop again? The lack of buyers and the fact that we're just slowly bleeding like this tells me that if buyers don't show up at that key level down there at that bottom, it's going to break that bottom. I just showed you a stock that had a bottom and it pumped huge. We made our money. If you were in the Discord, you would be like, right now you'd be like, hey, yeah, I'm happy with my money. But KULR stock here, if that support doesn't hold, is dropping. And that's my theory. I already told you my theory is every third touch of support, this one loves to break down lower. I mean, sure, we could say it's being slept on, but I think I find it funny that KULR has the name KULR Technology, but it doesn't have the name KULR AI, and I find that funny because AIMD, the one that I called, that's up over 40% since I called it. AIMD, SoundHound AI, quantum stocks, anything with AI or quantum in its name, it's been moving. Buyers are showing up for those, so maybe KULR Technology needs to change its name to KULR AI. I don't know. Maybe because it holds Bitcoin, it holds it back. I don't know. Bitcoin is red today, so I don't know. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, it did get added to the 3000 or the Russell 3000, which some people speculated that was going to be like a big deal, big mover or whatever, but it's not. That's not going to move the stock. I already knew this. I was like, people are getting too excited about that being added to the. It's not. If it was being added to the S&P 500, like Coinbase recently got added to the S&P 500. Now that's a big deal. Being added to the top 500 companies, that would be great, right? But KULR is still, it's a penny stock by definition. Anything under $5 is considered a penny stock, and there's no way it's going to be on the S&P 500. Coinbase here, once the announcement was made that it would be on the S&P 500, it look at that, it rocketed. So unless KULR is going to go to the S&P 500, this is I don't think anyone should be surprised by the fact that KULR is performing the way it is, despite the fact that everything else, AI and tech, is for the most part is, dips are being bought up, or it's just moving higher. SoundHound dip got bought up today, right at the purple line. Wow, it's almost like the purple line strategy works. Our stock, it boomed, and now it's retracing. Buyers aren't showing up, but hey, guess what? It boomed though. Like, look at this, 224 to 2. That was a massive percentage move. A lot of stocks moved 10-20%. KULR did absolutely nothing this whole week. It's done absolutely nothing other than continuing to go down and sell off. It wouldn't surprise me if there's some bad news in the pipeline and some people already know and they're just selling off, and then when the bad news drops, it's just going to tank. It could happen. I've seen stocks like that where they just kind of start behaving very odd relative to their previous performance, and then they just drop some bad PR in it, negative PR, negative headline in it, and it just tanked. I could see that as well. Obviously, people with average down there in the 20s or 50s, or whatever, but if you're buying up here, you're kind of in a bad spot. Either way, I implore you to look at the other opportunities in the markets and don't be so tunnel vision, because I've noticed some of you are very tunnel vision. I just color, and you're letting all the other opportunities pass you. So join the Discord if you don't want to be, if you want to make money. Like, we literally just win. I did an interview with a guy who's just like, yeah, I just win, and I'm not leaving ever. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that's works for me. I'm just giving it to you straight, man. I'm just telling you what I'm saying. Some of you are going to be upset by that, but that's, we just saw that being added to the Russell 3000 means absolutely nothing. It means absolutely. Which ones got added? Wait, a quantum computing stock got added. Did that move? If it did move, it probably moved on the hype, but I don't imagine it moving for any other reason. Because I'm reading the PR right now, and I don't. Let's see. Quantum QUBT. Wow. Okay, let me look at QUBT. I didn't know. I know that one was pumping because it has quantum in its name. Buyers did show up today and try to push it higher, but it's still being sold off quite a bit. But this one pumped anyways, just because it has quantum in its name. Maybe KULR Technology just needs to put quantum. KULR AI quantum. That's it. Just put that in front of its name and it'll pump. You guys think I'm kidding? But there's actually a whole strategy that involves buying stocks in the same sector when one of them is getting a lot of hype. So when IonQ was getting a ton of quantum hype, all the other quantum hype stocks started running too. So what you do is, when you see hype in a sector, you buy the ones that are cheaper, that people aren't really watching, and buy those. And then when the people flock to that one, it pumps and you dump it on their heads. That's a viable strategy, actually, because you're taking advantage of the hype in that sector. Unfortunately for KULR, it has technology in its name. Not quantum, not KULR AI, not KULR anything. It's just KULR Tech. Not KULR Space or anything like that. Let me look at ASTS. I wonder has ASTS been moving, because I know that one has to do with space as well. Yeah, ASTS. You know what's fun? That's kind of funny. And this is it's going nowhere either. Huh? ASTS didn't go anywhere. Because I know this one has to do with space as well. Interesting that anything to do with space just kind of going sideways. Maybe they'll get their time. Maybe these space stocks, will get their time. But for the time being, I'd have to say, just walk away from KULR for now and keep an eye on it. But there's other stocks to play, man. Don't let other opportunities pass you. Because I had someone in my Discord who was like, "Oh man, I missed out on the quantum stocks," and I'm like,